Real Betis' 2024-25 season under Manuel Pellegrini has been a tale of two halves. The campaign didn't begin with the consistency or spark that many fans had hoped for, with early struggles in both attack and defensive cohesion, causing the side to drop valuable points and lose ground in the race for European qualification. However, things have taken a decisive turn in January. Key reinforcements arrived during the winter transfer window. Since then, Betis have found their rhythm, and now as the season enters its final stretch, they find themselves firmly in the hunt for a European spot. So throughout the course of this season, Manuel Pellegrini has preferred to deploy his Real Betis side in a 4-2-3-1 formation, a structure that offers both defensive resistance and offensive flow. And the team's overall shape rarely deviates, providing a consistent foundation both in and out of possession. However, depending on which fullback ventures forward during the build-up phase, the system can momentarily shift into a 2-3-4-1, with the advancing fullback pushing high up the pitch to offer width and contribute to overloads in the attacking third. And this fluidity occurs on either flank, depending on the in-game scenario or the positional rotations. So the formation won't really change as much when the team are out of possession of the ball, as they will continue to keep their 4-2-3-1 shape or alternatively shift into a 4-4-2 system. And this is especially useful for when the side are looking to press higher up the field. In these instances, the attacking midfielder joins the striker in the front line, applying pressure as a duo to disrupt the opposition's build-up play and trigger pressing traps. And this organized structure allows the team to maintain its compactness, press with intelligence, and be ready to counterattack at any given moment. Moving on to the team's tactics, and the build-up style for Real Betis under Pellegrini should be set to balanced, as this reflects the team's versatility and control when in possession of the ball. The side are comfortable at playing short intricate passes to form passing triangles and progress the ball methodically through the thirds, but they're equally capable of launching longer, more direct passes when the opportunities arise. But it must be stated that it's not from the backline players, it's more from the deeper lying midfielders or the wingers looking to play long passes forward. This duality allows the team to adapt fluidly to in-game scenarios, where they'll be able to retain possession when needed, or spring into quick attacking transitions when the space opens up. Now, a key feature of the build-up phase is Betis' composure on the ball. Their comfort in possession often draws the opposing teams into pressing higher up the pitch, a trap that Pellegrini's side can exploit with cleverly worked passing sequences that break the press and open up space for potential dangerous counter-attacks. The double pivot and attacking midfielder are essential in orchestrating during this phase, as they will be the key players in dictating the tempo and ensuring smooth transitions from defense to attack. The three midfielders help the team maintain structure while also enabling fluid attacking movements. And this balanced approach also frees up the frontline players to be more dynamic with their natural positioning. They can either stretch the pitch by making runs into the channels or drop deep to link up the play, offering midfielders clear options to keep the ball moving forward. For the side's defensive approach, it should be set to high, aligning with the manager's emphasis on proactive defending and a high pressing structure. Pellegrini's side have also been known to drop their defensive line, especially under sustained pressure from the opposition. But even when doing so, the key principles still remain: to disrupt the opponent's rhythm and win the ball back early. The pressing begins from the front, where the attackers work to block passing lanes and force rush decisions. The idea is to ruin the opposition's build-up before it even gets going, successfully creating turnover opportunities in dangerous areas where Betis can quickly transition into attack. The midfield plays a vital role in the defensive setup, as the double pivot acts as a brick wall in the central spaces, constantly trying to intercept passes, break up play, and steer the opposition's build-up away from the middle of the pitch and towards the less dangerous wide zones. This concentrated central resistance makes the team incredibly difficult to break down through the middle of the pitch. And even with a high line, Pellegrini's side remains tactically flexible, as the defenders are well drilled at maintaining structure and are capable of stepping up to play offside traps or retreating as a unit when the situation demands it. But in general, the high line pressing system embodies Betis' aggressive, front-footed mentality, never allowing the opposition the comfort of time or space on the ball. So the player roles in this Real Betis side under Manuel Pellegrini are set up to maintain the team's overall structure, while still allowing for the side to have that offensive flow in the build-up and offensive phases. Adrian will be assigned the defensive goalkeeper role, reflecting his more traditional approach to the position. The veteran shot stopper tends to remain on his line, prioritizing saves and positional awareness over sweeping up behind the defense. He's trusted to make crucial saves rather than rushing off of his line to intercept through balls, and the keeper often requires for the back line to look to maintain their defensive consistency, and the keeper trusts the defenders to deal with the through balls or lofted passes over the back line. In terms of the distribution, Adrian favors short passes into the defenders or the midfielders, supporting Betis' structured build-up play from the back. However, when the team is under sustained pressure, Pellegrini permits him to launch long passes forward to relieve that pressure, offering the side a route out and helping to reset the team's shape higher up the pitch. The two central defenders, being Diego Llorente and Marc Bartra, are essential to the team's defensive consistency, as each of them have a distinct role in this system. Llorente playing as a left-sided right-sided defensive centre-back is tasked with maintaining the shape of the back line, staying disciplined, and ensuring positional coverage, especially when other players look to push forward. His role is rooted to providing defensive balance, where he'll be breaking up play, stepping into tackles, and intercepting passes. Alongside him is Batra, who operates as a ball-playing central defender with a defensive emphasis. And while the right-sided centre-back is also responsible for breaking up play and keeping the defensive structure tight, the manager has also granted him more freedom to venture forward when in possession. Batra occasionally steps into the midfield or drives forward with the ball, helping to transition the team from defense into attack. He's also not afraid to test the opposition's goalkeeper with long-range efforts, adding a surprising attacking dimension from deep. In these moments, Llorente remains back, anchoring the backline and covering the space left behind. He's a commanding presence in duels, both in the air and on the ground, and is often the player that snuffs out danger before it escalates. Onto the two fullbacks, and Ricardo Rodriguez and Selby will be deployed as balanced wingbacks, offering both attacking width and defensive discipline. Under the manager's guidance, the wide defenders are given the freedom to push forward, but always in a coordinated manner, with one venturing up the field while the other stays deeper to ensure defensive stability. And when in possession, both Rodriguez and Selby are expected to hug the touchlines, providing natural width to stretch the opposition and create space for more central players to operate in. Their role is crucial in delivering crosses, combining with the wide and attacking midfielders, and also initiating play from the flanks that can result in goal-scoring opportunities. And defensively, Pellegrini demands that both of these players remain focused and resolute, as they are expected to win individual battles against opposing wingers, block crosses, and prevent overloads down the flanks. The double pivot at the base of the Real Betis midfield is made up of Johnny Cardoso as well as Giovanni Lo Celso, and each of these players have distinctly tailored roles that complement one another whilst also offering the side stability and creativity. Cardoso is set to a build-up focused deep line playmaker, while Lo Celso will be positioned as a defensive deep line playmaker, a setup that provides a tactical balance and ensures Betis have control in both defensive and attacking transitions. Lo Celso typically takes up the deeper position in the staggered double pivots during build-up play. He's the player that drops closest to the centre-backs to collect the ball from the back line, and will help orchestrate Betis' transitions out of their own half. Calm in possession and sharp in distribution, the Argentine adds a layer of control and composure, aiding in the team's structure while also acting as a press-resistant outlet to keep the ball moving. Cardoso, meanwhile, remains heavily involved in the build-up, but he also has the license to push forward and support the attack when the space opens up. The American midfielder is more proactive at advancing into the attacking third, as he'll look to link the play through the middle, whilst also making late surging runs into the box to support the attacking moves. His tenacity in midfield also shines through when pressing. He's quick to engage and apply pressure and disrupt the opposition's possession in central areas, while his midfield counterpart usually sits back to intercept passes and maintain positional discipline. He too can push forward when Betis dominate possession, and it's in these moments where he becomes instrumental in rotating the ball, exploiting the half spaces, and using his creativity to unlock defenses with line breaking and incisive passes. As for the two wide players being Jesus Rodriguez and Anthony, they'll be set to balanced wingers, allowing them to maintain width and stretch the opposition, creating vital space for the central players to exploit. By holding their positions on the touchlines, these wingers help to open up central lanes for the midfielders to move into, which in turn facilitates fluid transitions and the progression with the ball up the pitch. When possession is on their side, the fullbacks are encouraged to make overlapping runs, and these overlapping movements provides the wingers with an extra option as well as creates more space in the wide zones, and this offers more opportunities for combined play in the advanced areas. When the fullbacks overlap, the wingers tend to move into the half spaces, allowing them to link up with the attacking midfielder or make incisive runs into the final third. Both Rodriguez and Anthony possess a dynamic approach in attack. The Brazilian, with his preferred cutting inside style, tends to drift towards the central areas of the pitch, either getting off a shot or helping to create chances from the edge of the box. His ability to make decisive movements allows him to become a key creator and shooter in central zones. Rodriguez, on the other hand, looks to drive towards the baseline and create danger by simply looking to cut the ball back into the box, often setting up his teammates with close range efforts or generating chaos for the defense. The wide players, by holding their positions, making well-timed runs, and combining with the fullbacks and central players, are essential to Betis' attacking play, providing both width and creativity that keeps the opposition defenses stretched and guessing. In the number 10 position, Isco has firmly established himself as the central creative force for the side, and his role as a roaming playmaker allows him to dictate the tempo and flow of the team's attacking play. The manager has granted him the freedom to drift across the pitch, ensuring that he can influence the game in multiple areas, whether it's in the central zones, half spaces, or even out wide. And this freedom and flexibility that Isco has been granted allows him to act as the team's primary creative hub, where the Spaniard will be able to orchestrate opportunities, as well as link up with players in all areas of the pitch. Isco is often the player that the entire team looks to when they need a decisive pass to unlock the opposition's defense. He's adept at playing through balls into the path of the attacking players or strikers, showcasing his vision and precision in the final third. His ability to read the game and anticipate the runs of his teammates makes him an essential figure to creating goal-scoring chances. Beyond his work in the final third, Isco is also willing to drop deep to assist the double pivot in building out from the back. This involvement in the build-up phase ensures that Betis retained control control over possession and can smoothly transition into the attacking zones. The attacking midfielder's movement and intelligence make him a key figure in linking the midfield to the attack, offering not only creativity but a vital sense of fluidity to the overall play. And now onto the striker, and Cucho Hernandez has quickly become a pivotal figure to this Betis attack, with his role as a support advanced forward reflecting a dynamic and versatile style. The South American striker is tasked with leading the line, but his movements extend beyond the traditional striker role. He frequently drops deep to engage in the build-up play, contributing to the team's fluidity and helping to link the midfield and the attack as well. The striker's movements is vital to stretching the opposition's defense. Whether he's drifting into central or wide spaces, he uses his pace and physicality to pull defenders out of position, creating valuable channels for both himself and his teammates to exploit. Cucho's ability to make runs behind the opposition's back line is a crucial asset, as he can frequently get into goal-scoring positions and capitalize on any defensive lapses. In addition to his attacking contributions, the Colombian striker is highly effective off the ball, pressing high and contributing to the team's overall counter-pressing efforts. His work rate and pressure on the opposition forces misplaced passes and turnovers, which can lead to numerous counter-attacking opportunities and chances generated for the striker. And finally, onto the team's assignments. The captaincy at Real Betis this season typically falls to either Isco or Marc Bartra, both of whom bring leadership and experience to the squad. When it comes to set pieces, Isco, Lo Celso, and Ricardo Rodriguez have been trusted to take them. For the penalty duties, majority of them have been handled by Isco, although Lo Celso is also a reliable option from the spot. On corner kicks, both Isco and Lo Celso again share the duties, alternating between the sides of the pitch or tactical preferences. In the box, Bartra is the primary aerial threat, often targeted with in-swinging or out-swinging deliveries, as Llorente tends to make the aggressive near-post run to flick the ball on or glance it towards goal. And at the back post, Cucho Hernandez remains ready to capitalize on any loose balls or rebounds that drop into the dangerous area. And there you go, people. That is how I would go ahead and replicate Manuel Pellegrini's Real Betis tactics for FC25. I do hope you have enjoyed this video, and if you don't mind, smashing that like button down below, whilst also subscribing if you are new to the channel. And if you're not ready to make that sort of commitment yet, of course this is always a long-term commitment, check out a few other videos. You might enjoy them, and if you do, then you can consider smashing that big red subscription button. If you would like some extra content on the side, I've recently started the Brom Squad Gaming Patreon, where I go and create retro tactics, and I will be creating a few other videos as well, but those are only for Patreon. So if you're interested in something like that, the link for that will be down below in the description. Go ahead, check it out, and if it's up to your liking, sign up. If it's not, that's okay too. Last weekend we created the Invincibles tactics. This weekend I'm thinking Jose. Maybe it's 04, maybe it's 2015, who knows. I'm thinking Jose Mourinho's Chelsea, so there is that too. Anyways, enough waffle. I hope you have a smashing goddamn day, and I'm out of here. Peace.